Have you ever glanced at a receipt and noticed a mistake? An extra coffee, a bag of chips you didn't buy? It's annoying, but you usually just toss it and forget about it. But what if the mistake wasn't a mistake at all? What if it was a warning? Mark was on his way home, the kind of late that makes the world feel empty. He pulled into a nearly deserted gas station, the only light for miles. The air was heavy and still. He just needed to top off his tank. He paid at the pump, grabbed the receipt out of habit, and got back in his car. Under the dim glow of the overhead light, he unfolded the flimsy paper. Gasoline, $22.50. Standard. But then, rope, $12.99. Duct tape, $7.99. Bleach, $5.49. His heart started to thud against his ribs. He hadn't bought any of that. He would never buy those things together. It felt wrong, sinister. He looked back at the desolate gas station, but the attendant's booth was empty, just a single, flickering, fluorescent bulb. Then his eyes fell to the bottom of the receipt. The total due was 0. Strange. But it was the line underneath that made the breath catch in his throat. Thank you for your purchase, Mark. See you tomorrow. How did it know his name? He paid with a card, sure, but this felt different. Personal. He crumpled the paper, threw it on the passenger seat, and sped away, the tires squealing on the asphalt. He tried to laugh it off, a weird prank, a system glitch, but the feeling of being watched, of being known, clung to him all the way home. The next morning, the sun did little to burn away the unease. He turned on the news while making coffee, the TV babbling in the background. Then a headline caught his attention. A local news reporter stood in a cordoned-off area, a quiet suburban house just a few towns over. Police are releasing few details, she said, but sources say the evidence found at the scene includes rope, duct tape, and bleach. Mark froze, coffee mug halfway to his lips. The crumpled receipt on his counter suddenly felt like it weighed 1,000 pounds. It wasn't a glitch, it wasn't a prank, it was a preview. The news anchor continued, her voice grim. The victim's identity has not yet been released. A cold dread, colder than any winter night, seeped into his bones. He smoothed out the receipt, his hands trembling. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow was today, and he couldn't shake the terrifying question that echoed in the silence of his kitchen. What was on today's receipt? If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more chills. Let me know in the comments what you think the next receipt will say. Thanks for watching.